Yenhwese edisa ensemna bebro. Nana Asante Eboa ababidu ade ball bomu agudie mu nsem odeni nyina ebeso the dialogue show Next 2 TV Thursday's episode 23rd of January 2025. So be part of today's conversation by joining the conversation on social media platforms, most especially on YouTube Next 2 TV GH. Oba Asante Eboa I crowd onti oba me gidi se bibia eboko
Onyame waye adom.
Ahode
wo ho pa na wo so e.
Nyame adom me ho ye pa. Me gidi se abusuafo no nyina nso ho ye.
Obia.
Well, ye behwe sene ensema wabobo ano e dey free ye basketball and football and sene leagues na echo. Most especially Ghanaians ehwe UEFA Champions League. You see the taste for that foreign so me gidi se ni nyina. But let's see quickly on the nominee for the sports sector, the Honorable Kofi Adams.
Well, nomination of Kofi Adams, Honorable Kofi Adams, or MP for Boem constituency, it looked like a surprise at the ma sports fraternity and as a family. Okay. The reason is it's not been in someone you want to say our sports industry.
Okay.
But then it does not mean say to me you don't necessarily have to be a sports person to be the minister of sports.
All right.
Otherwise there will be a cuckoo farmer heading the cuckoo board. That's not the case. So you need someone obey to me, OGDC obey to me. And there was that call for Neil and Van der Poel because of maybe all kinds obey to me and my sanity in quotes about a sports industry.
Okay.
I think I know the infant baby kakras.
All right. Okay.
You can say talk is cheap.
All right. Okay.
I know.
All right.
Well, that's your intro. By way of intro was sports in the morning or dialogue. So no any Dr. Randy Abbey. I endorse the nomination of Mr. Anase Honorable Kofi Adams or MP for Boem constituency as the Minister for Sports and Recreation. Sports and Recreation. We will discuss that later on, but also he thinks he's capable of doing a good job. Samson and Mr. Dr. Randy Abbey, sorry, I hint to say, the Executive Committee of Ghana Football Association, I agree, say, Mr. Akufo-addo be maintained as coach of the national. Despite Yentumia qualify for AFCON 2025 in Morocco, they still have faith in Akufo-addo say obetumi deliver at the Amen. Mr. Kofi Adams, and also Okasa. Mr. Kofi Adams say sports necessarily doesn't mean say football. No, sports goes beyond football. He was speaking to GHTV and Obeki such comments. He said we need to look beyond always thinking football is the only thing sport. But then the ultimate is the Blasters, because when the Blasters are performing, the whole country rejoices. And no any in some Mr. Kofi Adams and so Ede Atuga. He further stated, say, Emiria Yewomino, and Yenesis say, a Ghana Football Association management committee members of various national teams, or budget per diem. He doesn't think it's the right decision. He believes that the national team management, don't deserve it when the players have not been paid. Please, also when the players have not received their due, the management team don't have to be paid. Sir, and Okan Efa and also on. Transfer window no ye closing a year and na said na or here can I na ya dwen wa brofo ne de so they still in the transfer mode. But Enra Kumasi Asante Kotoko assign former Simba FC and a half year left back Kwesi Asante Ewo Omofold. Coach Prosper Ogum Eka say they needed someone in that department because they were having problems because of one player per and the left side of their defense and on a more a year. Now down saw artist in the brother Elijah Satikle, yes, Elijah Satikle a brother of Stone Boy. Yes. Now, Legon City assigning no. Elijah City Claire a Stone Boy brother. Say obe feature ama Legon City. Samson Akinfaiza and so outdoor a year Prince Agyapong, ne assistant, or ne Francis Akufo. Francis Akufo will now be deputizing for a year coach Prince Agyapong or a year Kencity. Dreams FC so last minute signing Kofi Marshall on deadline date or more assigning from Wafa. Sansona Accra has to folk. Kofi Asma Ewo Nagod FC and a set or say Omunina adjoine Omo. Yanko Amanone Real Valladolid are accusing Man City of inducing their player, Juma Ba. Juma Ba, a young player of Sierra Leone, of Chama Valladolid, of Freetown, Tima Yefreno, Freestone, and Odeko, Valladolid. They had the right to sign him this month, but player no, the Krata Aquaco to Spanish Federation said, "On to me, any Valladolid, and Yajumebio, and Niti, Omobano, and Joanitima, Ope." No, they are we need to see whether Man City already almost charges us some answer, whether this will be part of it. Wafazaha, Ivorian International, Wajani Charlotte FC, our Major League Soccer, our USA. Nottingham Forest and so person who break a record. Now, Omone Matthias Guha or Wolves, Kasa said to me assigned player no. But then Wolves have not received any official request for the player. Telegraph a report said Chelsea are also interested in Argentine Garnacho, 20 years, for Manchester United. He is being valued at £50 million. Chelsea Kurana also said they will only allow Christopher Nkungu, 27, so by joining Bayern Munich, provided Omube to me etia £70 million. Olympic Marseille, so I joined the race to sign Marcus Rashford from Manchester United. But agents in him, speculations are around and said maybe he may prefer Barcelona as his next destination. Champions League results are Etobia and Rennie Owahin was very interested. Yeah. RB Leipzig 2, Sporting Lisbon 1, Shakhtar Donetsk 2, Brest 0, AC Milan 1, Girona 0, Arsenal 3, Dynamo Zagreb 0, Feyenoord 3, Bayern Munich 0. That was massive results. And a PSG 4. Man City 2. Me turning it down because Man City ate a key 2-goal advantage. They just let it go, just like that. And Omulusuma, Paris Saint-Germain 4-2. That was the clash of the billionaires. Paris Saint-Germain, Man City. Real Madrid are back on track. Yes, they won 5-1. 2 Brazilians. 100 goal and a share for a Champions League and Real Madrid. And no, Vini Jr. and a Rodrigo. They had a brace and Mbappe added 1, making it 5 against RB Salzburg. Sparta Prague and so Etina Firma International Ekoshomo Ekabako to me anti. Europa match Baku Koso and Ra Besiktas Eshe Inaki Williams and the brother team Atletico Bilbao Eka and Naima Omotimu Ebako. And the matches about so selected one of course Ewo Europa matches in AZ Akmani AS Roma, FC Porto ni Olympiacos, Fenerbahce any Olympic Lyon, Hoffenheim ni Tottenham Hotspur, Lazio ni Real Sociedad, Man United versus Rangers. Yanshe tennis, Australian Open, yes. Jack Sinner, the defending champion, is through to the semi-finals. Embra Odifiti, homeboy, Alex de Minaur, Eka and Nasa Yeka 6-3, 6-2, 6-1. Emphatic victory over the homeboy. The hope of the Australians in the Sanka, Ebia, the Manau, Ebe to me, Akosi sensation, but no. Jackson are overcoming illness and oppression just off. 80 semi-finals in the same Anna Ebeye, Jackson Abeshia Ben Shelton, na Djokovic Asia Alexander Sheriff in the semi-final. Emmanuel semi-finals in saying Anna Ebeye, Madison Keys and Iga Swiatek and Arena Sabalenka and Paula Badoza Ebeshia in the semi-finals Australian Open. Yansha finally on basketball results are by just this morning. basketball lovers, some of the games were very, very close. Atlanta Hawks 104 points against Detroit Pistons 114. Brooklyn Nets 84, Phoenix Suns 108. Now listen to this one. Dallas Mavericks 114, Minnesota Timberwolves 115. Very, very close. Then Houston Rockets 109, Cleveland Cavaliers 108. Memphis Grizzlies 132, Charlotte Hornets 120 points. New Orleans and the Pelicans and the Milwaukee Bucks game was postponed because of bad weather. Baby show US no na snow no so to papa. Oklahoma City Thunder 123, Utah Jazz 114, Sacramento Kings 123 point, Golden State Warriors, Steve Curry, what is happening? 117. Ahomachi, finally. Games are ebekoso a year Friday early morning because of your time normal DNT. Indiana Pacers versus San Antonio Spurs. Orlando Magic versus Portland Trail Blazers. Atlanta Hawks and Raptors. Milwaukee Bucks versus Miami Heat. Oklahoma City Thunder and Dallas Mavericks. Nuggets Ebesha Sacramento Kings. Na Golden State Warriors and Chicago Bulls. LA Lakers, Boston Celtics, the defending champions, and a Clippers, and a Wizard. Owahi, a sports on dialogue.
All right. Ebedasi offer Asante Boa. Say going forward, we're expecting say local leagues in Ghana here, most especially the Kotoko and the Accra Hearts of folks. Africa, perform well.
The question should be, why are we not interested in our local league? And why are the teams not performing? Because if you look at performance at ECOSO, Africa Cup Champions League Confederation, I do not think, say, any of our teams between me are performing.
Okay.
Then, are there any players, Kotokwasani Kwesi Asante, or Kosimba FC, and a half year, Guinea. He's back in the country. The best players move out, even in Africa, and they have to come back home. Okay. It means something is wrong, and that's what we should be looking at. But unfortunately, to say the Honorable Kofi Adams kind, blaster, without looking at what will feed the blasters.
All right.
It's not the blaster that is just there, but you need players to play in the national team. And where do the players come from? They come from the leagues. And if the leagues are not, leagues is not good, what do you think will happen?
They make it negative impact.
Exactly.
All right, okay.
Yeah.
For such a wonderful and sports news on the Dialogue Show and Thursday's episode of the Dialogue. And it's to TV 2025. And Sema, Wabobwanino, Ebeda Nasipapa, and the entertainment news, Ebebro, stories making up the headlines. The Democrat animal, na Yabobo Bodininas. But the Electoral Commission had a statement, people are saying, most of the lawyers and most of the MPs are saying, say, the appointment as Mpenimphobia presidential